Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda HR-V 1.6 EX diesel. Car's had just the one owner, full Honda history, right up the service we've just done. Finished in this lovely Morpho blue with black leather interior. Car's covered just 36,800 miles from new. Really lovely looking cars these, in very nice condition. Front of the car, nice and clean, lights and lenses clear and intact. There's no cracks or condensation there. Bonnet, very clean indeed. Can't see any obvious stone chips there at all. Near side of the car, lovely and smooth in the panels. No indentations, car parking dents or otherwise. The panel work is very crisp indeed, I have to say. Coming on the back of the car, again, very nice. Bumper corners, entrance to the boot lid there, again, all really crisp and clean. And the offside, driver's side of the car. Very clean in the panel work. Given the fact that it's 8 years old, there's going to be some very light brush marks, a couple of marks on the alloys with the age, but in all honesty, it's a very nice clean car, this one. Let's come to the back of the car now. Huge boots and very nice sign of ownership. The boot is in beautiful condition, but also the fact that it's got the load liner fitted and little partitions there as well. Let's come into the back of the car now. These are family cars, and you wouldn't think that they've allowed children in the back of the car at all, because the leatherwork looks pretty much like new back there. Let's come to the front and the passenger side. Again, all very clean. Front passenger seat itself in beautiful condition. Finally coming to the door panels, so excuse the noise. Footwell area is lovely and clean. There is a full set of original Honda mats which do come with the car, by the way, just forgotten to place them in the car. So inside the car now, engine's running as always, so dash is illuminated for you. As you can see there, sat nav working exactly as it should. Put the car into reverse, rear parking camera likewise, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Carry on down, it's just lovely interior in beautiful condition. Down to the main dash pinnacle, hopefully you can see 36,884 miles, and there are no warning lights on at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda HR-V 1.6 EX diesel. Car's registered SK16XCL, and mileage at the start of the road test is just 36,877 miles. The reason we do all of these videos, very simple indeed. It's just to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. And we've always felt it important because, like lots of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but only to get there and find out there's a fairly obvious fault that shows up when you drive the car. It's also done on these very quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire. This forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is, of course, it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you go on test driving a car. So coming to the car, it's been very well looked after. All of the servicing, right up the service we've just done, has been done by the Honda main dealers. I think it's the same dealer did all the servicing actually. And it's immediately obvious when you drive it. It just drives as tight as a drum. Push button start for the engine starts instantly, settles to smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Engine is a simply brilliant unit. It's got all the sort of qualities you expect of a Honda, so with just good regular servicing, they are reliable and last a very long time. High mileages. The engine's also timing chain, not a timing belt, which is instantly preferable. Just because I don't understand joining top of bottom on an engine with a bit of rubber personally, and it doesn't need changing, so it saves a fortune. But also on top of that, it's just such a lovely engine to drive. know it's a diesel at sort of tick over and in the low gears, just because even Honda can't engineer that out. It's just part of the combustion of the engine. But on the move, it's very quiet and smooth. It pulls really, really well. Lovely broad power band as well. It's not one of these where you get loads and then nothing. It's always able to deliver. But very, very nice unit. Engine then feeds into the clutch and the gearbox. Clutch on the car is expected such a low mileage, absolutely perfect. It's a smooth in operation. And then you get to use one of the best gearboxes you're going to use. Honda always do good gearboxes, and this is a classic example of why. It's got a lovely snappy action, I'd call it. It feels very mechanical in a really positive way, because most front wheel drive cars, as with this one, basically the gear lever is joined to the gearbox by cables, which has lots of advantages, but unfortunately it's far too many cases that you end up with kind of this light, lifeless gear change with no kind of sense of reward using it, whereas this has that sort of click action to it. It's absolutely lovely, really short in throw, very positive, and feels exactly as it would have done when it was new. Moving on to the steering and chassis, first and foremost, steering track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed, or any speed actually up to the legal limit. But again, it is the modern way for most modern cars to have electric power steering, and again, unfortunately, that means that far too many end up with, overlight, I call them PlayStation steering, where it just feels very artificial, whereas this feels really nicely weighted. You go through corners like this, it's quite quick, hardly any turn, but it feels weighty, doesn't feel nervous in any way, and it's pinpoint accurate. And it works beautifully with the chassis, because the chassis is ultimately here to provide a comfortable ride for family use day in, day out, and it achieves that brilliantly. It's very comfortable, very well damped, but when you do go through the corners, you don't get lots of body roll, but more importantly, you don't get lots of secondary motion going on. You get kind of lurches and lurches again, which can be particularly nauseating for rear seat passengers. But this is really nicely done, because if you do have to go down some challenging roads and you enjoy your driving, it rewards. It's a very, very capable car, and as I always say, it's not to say it's sporty, because it isn't, but it has an ability to reward, which quite a lot of its competitors don't actually. Worth pointing out, this section of road, by the way, is just like the surface of the moon. It's absolutely unbelievable, and there's no noises, no clonks, no rattles coming from underneath the car at all in really fine order. Brakes on the car are absolutely superb, powerful, bite really well, no pulsing, no vibrations coming back through the brake pedal at all. And then finally coming inside, the car's literally just come from the last owner to us. We've not cleaned it yet. It hardly needs a clean. It's kept in very, very nice condition in here, so hats off to them for that. It's a really nice place to sit and drive a car. It is, of course, very well put together, as you'd expect of a Honda, but it's also very well laid out, as you'd expect of a Honda as well. It's all very logical, but also very pleasing on the eye to look at. As you can see there, sat-nav system working exactly as it should. Down below that, you've got a dual zone climate control system, sort of touchpad style, which works very well indeed. Air conditioning pumps out absolutely ice cold air. Heated seats working exactly as they should. And then further down, you've got this lovely sort of piano black finish with the leather on the outside. It looks really nice to the eye with the silver the chrome trim around it as well. And then your dash in front, really nicely displayed, almost like floating dials, these sort of white on black dials, really easy to take the information in. Also, you've got a coloured ring around the centre one on the speedo there, and you can change that colour if you so wish. You can go to settings to do that, and you've got a whole host of colours to choose from. And then it's got this lovely leather-bound steering wheel, but it has been kept really nicely, I have to say. The point of the video, as I said right at the start, was to pick up on any obvious issues. I can't find anything at all. It drives absolutely beautifully.